Of energy that the electrons physically cannot scatter anything out of the plane of the ring, okay? So if there were an event even where the beam dumped, everything goes into the walls and come up in this direction. It's so relativistic. So the injector that we started with, the Linac, put in the gun, is right through this wall over here, blowing off in this direction. This booster machine I talked about that brings the energy up to a level that the storage rings can accept it. And when they're up to the right energy, they get kicked out through a transport line called just an evacuated pipe, which is running underneath all the concrete bricks that are holding up the catwalk we just came across. So the electrons come in and they merge onto the orbit over here in this section of the storage ring. The storage ring here has 8 bending magnets that bend the electrons moving around in circles, more like a roundabout or whatever would be the number. And you can see the blue dipole magnets. It is the page of blue down here that are bending the beam around. In fact, you can also see in places, for example, electrons all have the same charge, so they want to diverge. So as they do that, you have to generate structures, in this case magnets, that work like lenses, and constantly refocus the beam back to hold it in place. So the yellow magnet structure is the quadrupole magnet. You can kind of see the copper coils that produce the magnetic field. That's actually a copper tubing that's pushed into a square cross-section, and water flows on the inside to cool it because the currents are fairly high. There are also sextupole magnets that correct for higher order terms, as they like to say. So they're focusing the beam through. There's an aluminum pipe which looks like a little bit of a rectangle inside. That's actually the vacuum chamber that the electrons are inside. So the electrons are going around this way. This bending magnet here, like all of the bending magnets, is causing the electrons to emit radiation. And the radiation can go down these beam lines, which are these things sticking out, and are also, notice, wrapped in foil, because they also have to be at ultra-high vacuum. So if you ever bent the beam line or the ring, you have to pump and bake everything out. And in fact, this end of the ring is going to get vented in about 4 weeks.